What's up, guys? Budget Predicts, and today I'm going to be doing my Premier League Matchday 12 predictions. So I can't wait to get into this one. Didn't do it for the last week. Apologies for that, but we're going to get into this now. Just going to get into it, really. So we have Norwich City against Watford. This is today's 8 o'clock kickoff Friday night football, and I feel like why they put this on Friday night really is because both teams have a pretty shambles of a defence. And there's going to be quite a few goals in this game if paper works, basically. Because on paper, this should be a really high-scoring game. I'd even say this could end up with nearly 7 or 8 goals, but that won't probably happen. But this is a very balanced game. Watford are a better team than Norwich. Watford are better players than Norwich, but Norwich are at home, and Norwich are on more points than Watford this season, and Norwich beat Man City, and Watford lost 8-0 to Man City. So, depends how you look at it, to be honest with you. I'm going to go for a draw. I think it'll be 2-2. Not really going to say much on that. I just think both teams are pretty bad. One of my subscribers, obviously, you know who you are. Yeah, you know you support Norwich. Yeah, I'm looking at you. Anyway, moving on. Chelsea play Crystal Palace. That's 12:30 kickoff on the Saturday, which is tomorrow. I'm going to go for Chelsea to win 1-0. This could easily be a Palace victory or a result for Palace. It could be a draw. But the thing is about this game is I don't think Chelsea will smash Palace because Palace are a really good team, well, a pretty decent team away from home. And Chelsea had that massive draining match against Ajax midweek. Which was a massive game and 8 goals in that. So, and by the way, I still believe Ajax were robbed in that game. I do believe that, but still, Chelsea's going to win 1-0. Burnley play West Ham. I'm going to go for a Burnley 1-0 victory for Burnley. Burnley actually lost 3-0 away at West Ham. Burnley lost 3-0 away at Sheffield United. But Sheffield United had done very well. Not a rubbish result for Burnley. 3 first-half goals sealed the deal for Sheffield United in that game. Sorry about that. I'm going to go for a Burnley 1-0 victory against West Ham. Newcastle v Bournemouth. I'm going to go for a Bournemouth win. This is going to be a reality check for Newcastle. I think people are now saying they're decent. They're not decent. They're a really bad team, and I actually like Newcastle as a club. I think they're a pretty decent sized club, and they deserve a better team. And the way Newcastle are sized out of English clubs, they should be challenging for 7th, 4th, even 6th. Well, probably not 6th, but they should be challenging for that European qualification kind of playoff spot. They should be challenging for that, but their owners don't really allow that, and they are in the relegation battle for this year, whether they like it or not. Bournemouth victory, reality check for Newcastle. I think West Ham are just that dodgy, that's why Newcastle got the victory. But they were good in that day, and it should have been more than 3-2. When they were 3-0 up, it could have been 5, or maybe even 6. Southampton, so I'm going to go for 2-0 Bournemouth in that game, 2 second-half goals. I think both of the Wilsons will get on the score sheet. Southampton v Everton. This is a tricky game. Southampton have kind of found their fight. They have that kind of fight back. This is, I believe, the first game they're playing at home since the 9-0 thrashing. I think, was it 2 weeks ago? 2 Fridays ago? Yeah, 2 weeks ago. Today, it's 14 days. Yes, 2 days is 14, by the way. 2 weeks is 14 days. What am I saying? Southampton, I think, will beat Everton. Don't rate Southampton at all. I think they're a pretty bad team as well. I think they'll go down. But Ralph Hasenhüttl will keep pushing to stay at the job, and I think they'll get a 3-2 victory against Everton today. Tomorrow at 3 o'clock. And ultimately, that will end the reign of Marcus Silva. If Everton lose this game against Southampton, this is the type of game that the Everton board would sack their manager of. So Everton are going to lose. They're going to lose to Southampton to 3-2, as they did to Brighton 2 weeks ago, I think. Yeah. Tottenham play Sheffield United. I'm going to go for Tottenham because they've in a way found their groove. They're not as bad as they were like 2-3 weeks ago. They're not that bad anymore. They got a 4-0 victory at Crvena Zvezda. I think before that they lost to Liverpool. Was it last week lost to Liverpool? Was it the week before? I think it was... I don't know. But I think they're a little bit better now, Tottenham. They should win this game, even though Sheffield United are 3 points above them. And I think they'll be like pretty much identical record if Tottenham win this game still. And Tottenham are at home. If Sheffield United were at home, I'd probably go for a draw or something. But I'm going to go for... to be honest, I'm actually going to go for 4-1 Tottenham. And that's probably me underestimating Sheffield United again. I always do that for some reason. But I'm going to go for a Tottenham 4-1 here. Yeah. But there again, Tottenham played midweek. So, depends how you look at it. Strong team midweek as well. It's Crvena Zvezda. They needed that result. Leicester play Arsenal, 5:30 kickoff. I think Leicester will win. Arsenal are playing really bad football. Really bad result against Victoria. Victoria's Secrets, as people like to call them. 2 really bad performances against Victoria's Secrets in a matter of 2 weeks. They won 3-2 at home, but that's because Pepe had his shooting boots on the 2-3 kicks. That's it. They should have probably lost at home to Victoria's Secrets. Victoria's Secrets were the better team and made more chances ultimately. And in the first half were completely dominant in chances. Not ball possession, but in chances. I watched that game. And I think a draw was a fair result. Again, I watched that Arsenal game as well, and I saw the highlights, and I watched a little bit as well. And I do think it should have ended a draw. I mean, if you look at the opening stage of that game, Arsenal were dominated by Victoria. So, poor result. Then they obviously drew to Palace and Wolves and all this nonsense. Couldn't beat Liverpool's under 15s. So I'm going to for Leicester. I think Arsenal will sit back, and I think Leicester will have a lot of the ball, in the opening 20-30 minutes. Then Arsenal will grow into it, but I just think Leicester will win 3-1. It could even be 3 or 4-0. It could be. It really could be. 3-0 Leicester. 3-0 Leicester, yeah, I do think it'll be 3-0. And to be honest, even if you're looking at that as a United fan or a Tottenham fan or any other fan, you kind of want that game to end a draw, because any fan that hates Arsenal or doesn't like Leicester, for example, you do want that game to end a draw if you want to get into the top 4, if that makes sense. Because Leicester are probably a bigger chance of getting to top 4 than Arsenal. Wolves play Aston Villa, 3-1, a 3-0 Leicester in that game, I said. Wolves play Aston Villa. I'm going to go for a draw. Well, this is the type of game Wolves would drop points in, if we're honest. This is just the type of game they drop points in. Good win yesterday. This is obviously a Sunday game. That was a very good win yesterday for Wolves. 1-0 at home to Slovan Bratislava. It pretty much... I'm not going to say it knocks them out, it knocks Slovan out, because they could easily beat Braga at home, and Braga could lose at home to Wolves, and Slovan could do it. I think Slovan Bratislava I think they definitely deserve to go to the next round. But I also think Wolves is kind of recovery from the opening day loss at home to Braga, to go away to Besiktas and win, go away to Slovan Bratislava and win it against a decent and young crowd, and win in the 92nd minute like Jimenez did. I think Wolves deserve to go through. I think Braga deserve to go through, and I also think Slovan deserve to go through. I think they've been really good, but Besiktas, forget them. Anyway, that's off topic. That's very much off topic. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. This is just the type of game that would end 1-1. Wolves drew 1-1 at home to Southampton a few weeks ago. They drew 1-1 at home to Burnley on the start of the season in the really early stages. So this is the type of game to end a kind of 1-1, 2-2, even 0-0 draw. It's going to end a draw, 1-1. But I do like Wolves. There's something better about them away from home. They look more up for it. They kind of stutter at home, and they believe they're so good, and away from home they're more urgent, and that's probably why they're better away from home. Are they? I don't know. And they've drew a fuck ton of games. Manchester United play Brighton. I don't know, guys. This could end anything. It could end 5-0 United. It could end 3-1 Brighton or something. It could actually be anything. Brighton have been decent this season. obviously their aim this season has to 100% be stay in the Premier League. And the way they're playing, they're probably going to finish 14th or something like that. They're probably going to finish ahead of Newcastle. They're probably going to finish ahead of even Villa, even though they lost to them. The way they play football, I can easily see them staying up. Obviously, beat Tottenham 3-0. I'm going to go for a draw. Going to go for... What happened there? I'm looking at my computer for the fixtures. But I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. A 2-2 draw in that game. Good win for Man United yesterday, obviously, though, against Partizan Belgrade. Obviously, a great goal from Greenwood, brilliant goal from Martial, and a brilliant goal from Rashford. 3 brilliant goals, really. Greenwood's was a good goal and a really good pass, I'd say. Sorry, I drank some stuff. Liverpool play Man City. This is going to be it now. I've recorded this way longer than I wanted to, and I think Liverpool are going to win against Manchester City. I don't really give a shit what happens in this game, but it's just a good game to watch for the neutral. For most of you guys are probably neutrals in this situation because not a lot of people support Man City and not a lot of people in England support Liverpool compared to... I don't know what I'm trying to say, but you know what I mean. Liverpool not a very popular team in England in terms of how they get they do get abused quite a lot on social media. And Man City don't really get a lot of fans, if we're honest. Liverpool are going to win this game. Liverpool are going to win this game, and they're going to win by... Liverpool are going to win 1-0. 1-0 to Liverpool. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, comment. Give me ideas to make videos. Trying to get motivation to make videos again. If you enjoyed, again, all the stuff I said. Yeah, maybe I'll leave my Instagram link below. I don't know. See you later. Asian World Cup qualification video coming up very soon. These are the videos I love to make. Everyone hates the international break. I love it. I love it. I think I get to see my team play, even though we lost 1-0 to fucking Bahrain, which was a fucking joke. But still love watching my country. We also won 14-0. 14, yes, 1-4. So that's the other thing. Yeah, that's it. If you enjoyed, leave a like, all that. Thank you for watching. I'm waffling now. See you later. Thank you.